What's up? Good morning, everyone. Hold on, I'm quickly in an SNDL trade. That's why I'm a little bit behind schedule here. Bought this pullback and it kept on selling off. Luckily, I'm still using smaller size, but you know, this is going pretty quick right now. I'm taking an okay loss. Just trying to manage this position here. Oh yeah, it's definitely dipping on out of here. I think SNDL is going to have a pretty interesting, nice open, but this trade is a loss nonetheless, so I have to manage it. Sometimes right at the open, it's always tricky to be trading because I'm doing too many things, trying to trade, start the stream. I probably should have let this one slide down about 300. Actually a really nice spot to potentially go long here. Fill in full size. $5,000. All right, we're full size on this one. Hold on one sec. That's one way to start the stream here, a little hectic. Are you guys watching this? Oh yeah, it's on the main screen. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm not looking on the main screen right now. Went a little bit more aggressive there, just reaching my max stop right now. Right where I bought a little bit lower. Nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. I should have been a little bit more cautious here because a lot of exchanges are having a lot of issues right now. They're not allowing trading. I did like SNDL. This sell-off here on SNDL is a little bit unprecedented, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super worried on this one. I mean, I'm worried about every trade, and I want to manage every trade. But SNDL, we were expecting move here to $1. I think it sold off a bit. Saw a lot of selling pressure. Found a good little base here. So this sell-off here I felt like was a little bit unprecedented, hence why I actually ended up averaging down. I'm still using small position size. Everything today, guys, I'm using half size pretty much. I think my biggest position size this morning was about $6,000. Lately, this month, I even had a $20,000 position size this month. We've been wanting to kind of manage our risk here a lot more. Yeah, you can see this is bouncing very quickly. That sell-off was super unprecedented. Just a little bit unwarranted. Didn't really make sense based on how SNDL was moving. So quick rebound there. I'm not sure if it's going to continue here. It's probably going to see a lot of resistance on the 9 EMA. I don't see it going over 0.9 no matter what. So let's just keep watching it here. Right now it's 9:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still looking okay. This is why I averaged down on this one. I was pretty bullish. This has been 11% bounce so far. Just going to kind of watch the action here. I don't think I'm going to have a green trade. This is at best going to be a scratch, but I think it's going to be a loss no matter what. But I'm just seeing how we can manage this position. Small size no matter what. Possible break here back above the alert. It's going to see a lot of resistance here because we had that former floor at 85. So if we get a move over 85, that's when things could maybe turn around here a little bit for us. That first candle was about an 8-9%. Let's see if we get one more last pop here. A little consolidation. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I'm going to pop to the upside here. This market is absolutely unprecedented. You have to really either not trade it or really adjust a lot of your trading strategies. We're out of that trade. We actually walked away with a profit. Very weird, guys. I don't know. Anything you learned today is probably better just to throw it back out the window. So today, so far, pre-market, we're up $671, doing weird trades like this one. Stuff I usually don't really trade. SNDL literally just had a 20% bounce. What is that? 20% in 3 minutes. So that's the market we're in, guys. Most of these tickers don't even have news. A lot of them have news that say they're up because people are trading it, whatever that means. So it's you know, buy low, close your eyes, and when you're up over 100%, you take profits. I don't know, it's so weird. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more trading today. I have no idea. If, you know, yesterday we didn't trade all market open till like 10, and then I had 2 trades on Express. We made $600 and I walked away. SNDL, look at that, big bounce here. Now it's up at 21%, so look at that. I actually ended up selling too soon. Who would have thought? Yeah, Lawrence, buy low, sell high. Yeah, I mean, that probably sounded pretty dumb, but ultimately, if something's breaking out, it's you know, it's overextended 100%, doesn't mean it's not going to go to 300%. So as long as it's consolidating and you're buying maybe on some of the dips, and it seems like it's almost working out here. So I don't know. I also wouldn't be surprised if today the momentum, or tomorrow the momentum, especially with these exchanges like Robinhood not allowing traders to trade, just if the momentum shifts, these tickers are like castles in the sky, guys. We're gonna have some big crashes, you know, 50-60% dips. GME, insane rally. They had the low of 257 last year, end of spring, and high of 513 pre-market. So what we're seeing here doesn't really make a lot of sense, and all it takes is some momentum. I mean, this dip alone here is, you know, 52% from the high. So the thing is, it's already done that before, but now it's really breaking below the larger trend line. I don't know. We could be seeing larger cracks in momentum, and once we start seeing that on one stock, you know, we could be seeing it on other ones, and don't really want to be long when that happens. Anyway, SNDL could be a great pullback trade right here, looking for that continuation back above VWAP. This would be a classic trade I would probably consider a little bit more. This was a very aggressive hammer candle. Let's see how this one plays out. Might trade small size on it again. Right now it's 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you guys again. Yesterday was quite a hectic day. I didn't do too much trading like I just said. But yeah, let's just keep watching this one. Let's see how it plays out. You know what? I haven't looked at my Jets ETF in way too long. This was an ETF that I've been following quite extensively, and then I've been, yeah, this is why, because every time I was waiting for it to dump below 1590 again, never really did. You can see my alerts here, so I've been constantly waiting for those alerts to go off, but they never did. So many NAKD. Big sell-off here. I mean, we could be seeing the crack momentum. The fact that NAKD went down 60% and 66% from pre-market highs, that is insane. Absolutely insane. I did 2 small trades on NAKD, actually 3. I did a little bit of a pullback trade here. I did a dip trade and a retrace, and I did a second dip trade here. So NAKD was actually one of my biggest winners on very light volume trading or light size trading. I think SNDL is going to be an upwards trend here. Oh no, Michael, sorry to hear, man. Honestly, it's just it's a bloody Thursday so far. Overall, for the high flyer tickers, for the Wall Street bet tickers, WSB as they're being called, tickers. This could be a great entry on SNDL right here at 0.85. I would probably give it a little bit more time. Probably consider trading this one on a break. most likely it's going to calm down just a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised if it popped back up above the 9 EMA from here. $8.5. Oh, it's getting chipped. Long. Still selling off. Just had another fill, full size again. I mean half size, I'm not doing full size today. Half size today for me. Everything's gonna be probably half size unless I see a really good position where things are a little bit more mellow. I think SNDL has a lot of promise because it's a first green day. Uh-oh, Michael. Keep us posted, man, what you're up to. Write us in the Discord. We'll be checking it all weekend. Feel free to drop back by here on the stream too. No, Lawrence, you're definitely right. I mean, I didn't trade almost all yesterday. It's a very uncomfortable environment. Waiting for one last pop here above the 9 EMA. Not sure if we're going to get any substantial pop. It's struggling right now. $16 more seconds, 15. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw something. I mean, it's the market for it, for sure. Struggling a little bit. Here's going to be the first pullback. Let's see if we make it through. My goal is for a move over 87. Goal over 87. Don't want it, obviously, to dip below 85. Yeah, still up for the week. That's the important part. Dang, Alfie, that's crazy. The real question is Mr. 1 million profit going to post the screenshot in the Discord? We'd love to see it. I don't know if you guys were in the Discord this morning when we were talking about it. Yeah, it's slow. I have it on my second screen. I'm just going to keep checking out some other tickers here. Really not too much of a point in checking out other things, I feel like, lately. I mean, even the news is borderline irrelevant. We'll check larger topics today, and and then see what else is kind of brumming along. Don't really like the fact that I missed my exit on this one. Now it's selling off again a little bit, so might not keep holding this one. One SS, lost 60K on Robinhood. Oh my lord. What was the situation? Just not able to close your position? Oh my god, that would freak me out. It happens sometimes on TD Ameritrade, but it's usually short term, a couple hours. Maybe there's a glitch on their software or something like that. Orders aren't going to Citadel, where the orders get routed. It's usually fairly short term issues. I'm not a big fan of Robinhood. I've never liked their interface. I say it pretty much every time someone asks me. But I do occasionally use it to swing trade crypto. But I don't mind holding those positions longer. So if something does happen on the platform, it's usually not the end for me. But yeah, that's super horrible. I think Calm Down had quite the day yesterday. I don't know, Kevin. I think someone here made $1 million yesterday or today. Unrealized. Possible break here at 87. This is what I've been waiting for. Let's see if we can take some profits on the first candle to break 87. It's been taking kind of a long time here. Doesn't necessarily breed confidence. Still, SNDL still oozing in the right direction. I do have some confidence that this ticker's gonna attempt for a break of $1 at one point today. That's a different trade. I would be holding till then, but that's giving me a little bit of confidence for this trade as it is. So we'll see. SNDL is definitely a little bit of a shaker here in this area. I was looking for a move back to VWAP, ideally over 0.87. It is taking a little bit longer than one would hope for, so let's kind of see where this thing crawls to. Volumes are really falling off a cliff here, making me a little bit more nervous than I would like. Still struggling. I'm going to close out this position. Well, it didn't close out all of it. Tried that one last attempt there. That was not a bad little candle there, about 3%, but hey, we're still taking profits on this one, so I can't complain. Looks like. Ross said something really funny earlier. I tuned into his stream for like 10 minutes earlier, when somebody shouted out what he was up to and or that he was streaming, and I think he was talking about his GME trade where he got stopped out, or his Express trade where he got stopped out. It was the funniest thing. He was like, you know, the stock went down like 20%. He took a $40,000 loss, and he was like, and then my paper fingers stopped me out. It was hilarious. That's kind of what just happened here with me. I got kind of stopped out at not really the best spot, but walking away with another $150 or so. So we're up 800 pre-market today, which is really something you can't complain on a situation like this, because the market's just so weird, unpredictable, hard to trade. Blindly buying and hoping and getting lucky is almost the best strategy. So really kind of remaining calm, not trading today if you don't feel like it. I didn't really trade yesterday. It wasn't really my market. I think, that's sometimes the best thing to do. So yeah, we'll see how we want to take it from here. SNDL finally on its way back to VWAP, looking really healthy there. 6% move. Let's quickly go through a little bit of trending news here. There's honestly, guys, we should almost put Wall Street Bets as our news channel, just for the heck of it. 4.5 million, that's a lot of people. I think it grew quite substantially. By the chat app Discord for hate speech and glorifying violence. It's a little bit extreme, it seems like. These markets deserve a better class of investors. Love it. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what trading has come to in these this week so far. Anything looking for reason, looking for news, looking for catalysts that makes sense is a little bit of a waste of time. So today we're just going to kind of follow the momentum, watch what's going on, maybe trade or manage our swing trade portfolio and kind of go from there. Always good to get a little update here. I didn't see anything that blew me away this morning. Usually I talk about only those specific articles, but just, in general, it seems more focused on, Biden's first days in the office and coronavirus. And then, honestly, these large networks are still talking about, Wall Street, Reddit, and what's going on with GME. So, yeah, these variants seem to be quite stressful. They actually don't, so far what I've read, they don't seem to be more fatal. They just seem to be a lot more contagious. And actually, a reason for that, I read one study, is that just more people are going to the hospital when they feel the symptoms. I don't know how real it is, but I think it was an NPR article. So, it was a pretty good source. Despite Facebook objections from a lot of privacy measures. Look at this. Even Morning Brew, their top section here. Welcome to the stock market where everything's made up and points don't matter. I love it. I think it's so funny. Honestly, it's just doesn't really get any better. The stick it to the man theory, everyone's super bored theory, the Robin Hood theory, the minimification of society theory. This is just hilarious. Another Wall Street. I find it crazy that there's already Nasdaq, halts or New York Stock Exchange halts. So I'm already surprised that it's going this far, where the brokerages are making their own halts. I just find it a little bit crazy. Quickly on the COVID virus, looks like these new cases are going down, which is really good to see. Unfortunately, deaths are remaining at all-time highs. That's really disappointing. Overall in the world, the cases are still very high, and you can see here in the deaths are very, very high at the moment. Not very good. Mexico is also a very big point of concern. I might not be going to Mexico just because right now it's getting really, really bad over there. Their ratios are no joke. So even if you do get sick, not even with coronavirus, but just in general, or something happens, it's just not the place to be at the moment. So I don't know if we'll be going to Mexico. And that was planned for about 3 weeks as a way to get into the United States for my girlfriend. And then, yeah, so very bad numbers there. Nokia, here's BlackBerry stock, Tesla, TD Ameritrade. I mean, just the fact that the news lately is so focused on stocks is, even KOSS here. This is trending searches in Google. It's very rare where, sometimes you'll get like a stock or something very important, but like the fact that, half the news articles are pretty much stock related is a bit mind-boggling. All right, so enough of that. Let's get back here. Like I said, guys, before, there's really not too much to review in terms of news or anything like that. It's been the same since pretty much Monday and since last week, I would almost argue. I don't know how much more trading I'm going to do today. I'm going to be very calm and collected. If I see good setups like expressed yesterday, I'm going to go for it. Otherwise, if I'm not trading anymore, so be it. We got another minute and 50 seconds here before the market opens. SNDL making some really good moves here. I like what I'm seeing. 13% so far, looking strong. But we'll see. We'll see how we want to take it from here. A lot of stuff kind of, over 100%. So, well, actually, a lot of stuff pulled back quite a lot. A lot of things were well over 100%, but GME really falling off a cliff here. It's going to be a heck of an open for sure. Whew. All right, guys. Another minute and 17 seconds before the market opens. Don't forget to do your stretches. Don't forget to blindly buy your favorite ticker. Just kidding. That's not good advice. Yeah, stay calm and collected. No need to trade if you don't feel like trading, if you don't feel comfortable. GME is going to open up lower, so just keep that in mind. It's going to be pretty nasty out here for a lot of these picks. AMC. This is a day we all knew that would come. So I don't really think it's a surprise for anybody in this chat room, or really anybody that has traded longer than 3 days. So we'll see what happens. SNDL, watching very closely. I got SNDL up on main screen. I'm going to watch GME at the open. All right, guys, 30 more seconds. Don't forget, drop a like, guys, if you do enjoy the content. And if you're totally new here, consider joining the Discord and get caught up with everything we do here on the Foundation video series. All the information you guys need is in that first link right below the video description, tradejournal.co/connect. We got 14 seconds here to go. I'm calm and collected. I got 3,000 shares ready to go on SNDL, possibly. Otherwise, let's see what happens. Good luck, guys. GME is actually making a really nice double bottom. This is traditionally a big buy indicator for me. There's no way I'm going to be buying GME, but I do like this actually floor this is setting up, this classic chart pattern right here. This is a great double bounce support zone, typical launch pad area. Now with GME, I'm not going to be touching it, but if this was any other ticker, a healthy mover with a catalyst and found support like this, you could probably bet you I'd be jumping in on this current spot, but I'm not touching it right now. I mean, even that wick right here was 11% move. I mean, this is just absolutely insane what we're watching. A little bit of history being made. This might be one of the biggest short squeezes ever. I think we're going to learn a lot more about that in the next few days. Definitely some good articles about it over the weekend. Look at that. So, I mean, the formation is holding true. So, good 14% bounce here so far. Looking good. Let's quickly scroll. I doubt that TD Ameritrade is going to be working here in the first few minutes. So, might just be better to stay with GME. I don't think I could switch tickers right now. Often happens when the market's very volatile. TD Ameritrade becomes very congested and charts stop loading. So, my top chart is still SNDL. I'm not changing that one. Looks like I tried to change the main screen and it stopped working. So this is just classic TD Ameritrade. First, 5 minutes of the market open when it's very, very crazy like it is this week. This is probably some of the worst responsiveness we've seen, but it's okay. It's still tradable, so it's fine. Tyler says E-Trade is barely working. Robinhood and Weeple are basically broken for me. Zero Blue. OX says, yeah, it's... Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. This is oftentimes why I stopped trading now for the first few minutes. I don't trade the first 3 minutes before the market opens, and I typically don't trade the first 2 minutes after the market opens. So those 5 minutes is kind of my wiggle room. I've all my big stress mistakes and TD Ameritrade issues or just general platform issues or, orders not going through, but then randomly showing they did go through or not being able to go cancel them. All of that happens in those 5 minutes. So I just said, you know what, I'm not going to be trading those 5 minutes anymore. Enough of that for me. GME halted now since 31.27. It's going to open up at 36.27. Ideally, if it's a 5 minute halt, who knows if it's going to be a 5 minute halt? We'll see what happens. Nothing would really surprise me today if it was like a 10-minute halt or if it was pending news or something like that. Beautiful move on NAKD. Beautiful move there. 85%. What the heck? Oh, my Lord. So NAKD, we were just talking about, this one sold off like 66% or something like that. Yeah, 66 from the high. Now it just popped up here, 70%. I mean, this market is mad. This is why I'm kind of not trading. I mean, yeah, there's huge upside potential, but there's massive downside potential. And I feel like any win wouldn't necessarily make me feel that good. Unless it's like a deserved win, you waited for the right setup, you got the setup, and you took profits, like that feels good. But when it's just a pure lottery ticket, then it's a little bit like, man, what am I doing here? This is not sustainable. So usually I don't get FOMO on moves like this because it's completely random in a little bit in a sense. So we'll see. This is kind of also what I meant by just blindly buying something when it's low. I mean, when something sells off 66%, there's a much higher chance that it's just going to randomly pop back to the upside on days like today. That's kind of what I meant by that earlier today. Markets are overall kind of green right now, kind of surprising. Yeah, Corey says at this point we have expected TOS not to work. Yeah, exactly. Colby. Quite the day here. Jonathan says you can't even sign in from Denmark. Do I like to buy break of resistance? No, not really. It's not my favorite setup. I'm not the most aggressive breakout trader. I'll buy breakouts, but usually once they pull back. So once a ticker breaks out and then has a healthy pullback where the momentum slows, I'll be buying those. That's usually the more my style, how I go about breakouts. Doesn't always work, but to me, that's what pays the bills, and I enjoy it. So everyone's got to find their own style. Buying breakouts, sometimes I always buy fake outs. I get skunked. It's just, I've been getting better for sure, but it's still not my go-to. Got some more practice to do for sure. SNDL is very tempting. Anyone trading SNDL at the moment? Is it that cold? No, it's not that cold. I'm wearing gloves because they're compression gloves, so it helps prevent carpal tunnel. Nice pullback here to VWAP on SNDL. NAKD with these returns is so, in a weird way, tempting to trade, but at the same time, super untempting. So, I don't know. Let me know if you guys traded. By the way, guys, in the Discord, there's a new section called Wall of Fame, no, Wall of Glory, and then Wall of Shame. I should probably change it to Wall of Fame and Wall of Shame, but Wall of Glory just sounded a little bit more fun. And if you guys have any big winners, big losers there you want to share, feel free to share it in the Discord. Again, that link is right above the chat. You see it. You can see it. Yeah, 0 blue. Yeah, Jared, that's kind of how I was feeling too. Wall of Gain, that's a good one. Wall of Gain. Maybe Juan can make a Discord for his bodybuilding, and then Wall of Gains. That would fit. He's in here somewhere. I don't know if he's in right now. Juan's somewhere here, but he's got a weight bodybuilding. Does he have a channel? I don't know if he has a channel, but his Instagram's pretty on point. NAKD moving here, still watching. SNDL, kind of a strong sell-off there. No major surprise. There's a good chance I'm going to be talking about swing trades very soon here. I really don't know if I'm going to do any trading. I could have, should have, would have maybe held the SNDL for VWAP. I was thinking about it. Probably would have been a good idea, but I didn't, so it is what it is. Did I see American Airlines? No. Oh, wow. Yeah, beautiful move there on American Airlines. What? 50%. Wow, that's a very strong move. American Airlines was a really nice swing trade for us. You know, honestly, buying these airlines might just... Buying jets right now might be the way to go. I was really hoping we would get one last capitulation on jets, but it just has never happened. So just like Tesla, I might just go long before it runs away without me. But we are fully allocated with our swing trades at the moment, so it is a little bit a shame. Jets. CYDY, let's see, CYDY. Don't know this ticker, it's not ringing a bell. CYDY. Oh, Finviz doesn't even have it, that's very unusual. Looks like COVID. Oh, it's an OTC, that's why. Finviz oftentimes doesn't have OTCs. This actually doesn't look like an OTC at first glance. Maybe they're trying to get uplifted a little bit. $7 is a big resistance there. I don't know much about tickers. I usually don't swing trade OTCs, but you know, if you're calling it out, you probably know much more about it than I do. Right now, I would probably argue it looks pretty healthy. I mean, this is a very nice descending channel. Descending channels typically do break to the upside. So, I don't know. I would be probably somewhat optimistic on this ticker. Really reminds me of, where's Clove? There's Clove. This is also a descending channel, a classics pattern. And then, you know, right now it's breaking to the upside. With some fake outs, but you know, that's a pattern I really do like. Let's see what AMC is up to. Oh yeah, beautiful move there on AMC. Great. These double bottoms were really strong. Tickers halted. GME has... You know, that pattern was super true. I mean, a beautiful double bottom. Oftentimes this is called an Adam and Eve formation or a reverse Adam and Eve formation. I mean, this is exactly what I look for all the time. I just, you know, totally didn't want to trade GME anymore in these areas. So we'll see. Well, honestly, we'll see what happens. I probably won't be trading it. Space. This is a ticker I was kind of hoping we'd get a little bit of a squeeze going on as well. It is quite heavily shorted as well. But maybe people are learning their lessons a little bit here. So far, it's really snoozing, not really doing much of anything. So I'm going to put alert here, see if it starts breaking in some sort of direction. But I still like it in these prices anyway. I think, space would be a good long-term hold. Let's see, top gainers. SNDL, guys, moving. That's a good question, 426. I wish I could really answer that. I think any sort of major low support zone would probably be a good spot. I'm long at 49 at the moment. Very high price entry for me for a swing trade. But I think for the next few days, we could see some good more volatility here and squeezes. So that's kind of what I'm rooting for. If we don't see it, I might cut it. But it's such a small trade that it's a little bit irrelevant. So I could easily just double and buy lower too. I'm only long $800, so it's a tiny more of a test or just for fun in a way trade. Tom, it's alex@tradejournal.co for sure. We had a few emails come in recently. I haven't responded in like the last 3 days to a few alex@tradejournal.co emails. Give me a little bit of time there. I'll definitely get through them all over the weekend. So if you already did email me, don't worry, I will get back to you by this weekend. So if you guys did email me, alex@tradejournal.co, I will be getting back to you. Nice move there on SNDL. Beautiful move there. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, fill up my tea, and then I'll be back in a second, and then we'll see if maybe we can get a little bit more aggressive now that the market open calmed down a little bit. What's up? What's up? All right, guys. SNDL is really lifting off like a rocket here. Wow, Nathaniel, sorry, a 5K profit. That's really nice. Oh, Michael, man, the pain of that's always such a stressful situation when you cut your losses, then rips up. I think I've lost count how many times I've been in that situation. It's always a bit stressful. American Airlines here, really popping up on our scanner. CTRM making some really good moves. I think the best thing to do after that is, Michael, is really just kind of go for a base hit. You know, get things going in the right direction. Otherwise, sometimes you start getting into thought like I got to make back my money, or taking unnecessary size or risk. CTRM actually looks really good here. Yeah, and also be very careful with buying dips today and pullbacks, because like we saw with SNDL right when we started the stream, I mean, that was such an exaggerated sell-off that you know, if you're just stuck in that and all of a sudden you're down 20%, even if it bounces 20%, like, it's extremely I don't know, smart in a way, or unreasonable not to cut your losses, because that's just not a way to trade. But then it's like, you know, it bounces right back up. So it's, I don't know, it's a little bit hectic for sure. ACY was such a hot ticker earlier today, but now it's really kind of died off quite a bit. I feel Michael. Are you like stopped out for the day, or what's the situation there? How do you manage that one? Because you're down a certain percent of your portfolio or your average size. SNDL should open up at 49.58, so there's definitely a little bit more time here. Out of settle cash, yeah, okay, that's a fair option as well. CTRM, as much as I want to trade it as well, I mean, this one also has these just ferocious dips. It's also a sub-dollar, which I tend to avoid. It's got a really nice momentum here and good move, but I don't know. What's up, Alcatro? Thanks for the $5 donation. Really do appreciate that. Honestly, today, a lot of people I don't think are too focused on news or anything like that. I think today is really the day where you're kind of focused on, you know, the main tickers that are moving. Like always, but the news is a little bit less relevant right now. It's people are trading what's really hot. They're having ferocious run-ups, but oftentimes the sell-offs are just as strong. So it's a bit of a hectic market right now. Definitely a lot of upside potential, but huge downside potential as well. And you just kind of have to think, you know, is it a market I want to participate in or not? For me, it's a little bit more of a no. But if I do see a good setup, you know, I don't mind trading it. Right now, I've traded only half size all day today. So most likely I'll continue doing half size. There goes SNDL opening up. What a ferocious sell-off there. 18%. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, we're getting these massive moves to the upside, but we're also getting massive sell-offs. I'm surprised this didn't get halted here, but, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of an average zone. Right here. That's what the Nasdaq's going to be looking at for the halt. Instant recovery. Is this going to halt going back up? Oh man, this ticker would drive me insane right now if I was trading it. Dang, Ross Cameron up 380 today. That's insane. Okay, well, Michael, if you were up pretty much $19,000, this is not a bad red day then at all. So, hell yeah, man! Congrats, you're killing it. Yeah, Colby. Yeah, I can't believe that either. I can't believe SNDL is breaking new highs right now. Beautiful open there on SNDL. Remember we did an open like this on KOSS. That was actually our biggest loss of the week. We lost $700 on that. Basically, we bought here on the pullback, and then it got halted and sold off another like 19%. That was a ferocious one. With these halts, to me, it's a total gamble. There's no rhyme or rhythm really behind them. Making big trade SNDL. Heck yeah. Beautiful move there over the dollar. Great retest as well. Looks like it's going to get halted here again at 136. Beautiful stuff. Jason, I'd take it you're long. CYDY. I mean, it's trading quite nice, and it's making a nice price action as well. So, could be a great pick, man. There could be some potential on NAK. Good upside to about 0.8, I would argue, on this one. So I think if anyone's looking for a sub-dollar that might have some more potential, it does look like NAK could be that candidate. Let's put alert here, see if it starts popping higher. Unfortunately, our swing trade portfolio is actually down quite a bit at the moment. We've got a little bit more time here before SNDL opens up. If we just go to our swing trade portfolio, we're up 560 today, but we took like a $1,700 hit on our swing trade portfolio yesterday, I believe it was. So SSPK coming back a little bit, but this one caused us just a little bit of pain here, which was a move that was fairly predictable, and that's why we try to close this one, but I missed my exit by like 4%, which was a little bit unfortunate. It is coming back quite a bit though, and I was planning to hold this one for the next 4 to 8 weeks. So I don't really mind this situation, especially for the fact that we actually got out of this situation at one of the perfect spots. This was actually our biggest winner of the year, 101% profit on this one. So the fact that we bought right around here at this 21 zone is actually not too bad. It's a nice little rebuy, 21.66. But yeah, unfortunately, it did go down another like 20% from there. So that was a little bit unfortunate. We got a little bit more time here. Let me open up these. We got ADT holding the highs here, hoping ADT is going to break this high here at 11.15. This is the big shoulder I'm a little bit worried about. I'm not sure if we're going to break through it, but that's what I'm looking for. BFT finally finding some support here. Would have been a good one to take some profits on. CLOV having a healthy pullback, looking for more continuation. GeoEV looking like it may have found a bottom here, so let's hope for the best. Helion also looks like it found a bit of a bottom, finally back above the 180-day moving average. Actually, that's the 4-hour. Let me see on the... No, it still has some upside to go, but the 4-hour 180 moving average is good. Otherwise, it looks like it's forming a bit of a rounded bottom here, and it's making some nice moves higher. So I'm looking for at least a move up above 20, and then maybe we'll take profits around 22. We'll see. MCAC, good moves here. Playboy SPAC, MBAC, also good. SSPK, we'll see how well this downwards channel holds. I wouldn't be surprised if it did sell off a little bit more. THBR, I really do want to actually be filling into this position a little bit here. Do need to do a little bit more due diligence on this ticker though. And then VIH, yeah, just a little choppy here in this area, totally fine. I think VIH is going to have its day. Right now it's very dry on volume, so that's fine. Okay, let's go back here, unlimited to SNDL. It's going to open up really soon. Basically another minute. Should I sell my Dodge coin? I have no idea. I haven't been looking at Dodge, but maybe. Or Doggy, I guess it's more called, right? Danny says I can't buy SNDL on Robinhood right now. So it looks like they're closing that one as well. Yep, it hit 420, went right above that, 422 now. The only thing in my eyes that Robinhood really had going for it was the $0 commission trading, and that was like many years ago. But yeah, once you have a broker, a lot of times you don't leave it, and I think that's really where they're winning at. SNDL, quick open lower. Let's see if it actually ends up pulling up again, making a new high at 136. Part of me thinks, wouldn't be surprised at all. The other part thinks, you know, trading this one is just absolutely crazy right now. SNDL looks like it's going to get halted here to the downside. Yikes, yikes, yikes. This is what happened to me last time with KOSS. We bought the halt when it pulled back, looking for that continuation like SNDL had on the last halt right here. This time it would have worked great. We would have made 30% if we would have sold. If we didn't sell, you know, we'd be right back in the pooper. Unfortunately, last time this is what happened to me. I bought here and then I bought the pullback, and then it kept on selling off, and then we took one of our biggest losses, got stuck in a halt to the downside. So this is why I usually don't trade halts. This is why I'm not getting super aggressive today. If you're totally new here and you're kind of wondering why I'm not trading, it's, you know, today's just, you know, one of those days that to me doesn't really fit my my trading style. You don't have to trade every day, and I think one of the problems with streaming every day the market's open is you have the feeling that you should be, you know, it's like going to work but not working or something like that. I don't know. That's what it sometimes feels like. So I really have to, at certain times, really talk myself out of trading, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, or take small size. You know, I could, you know, take like, you know, a little one share size here for fun, but that's just a lot of accounting. I don't know. That I'd rather not do. SNDL, KOSS, CTRM, I mean, interesting picks here, but they're just volatile halts, a little hard to predict. CLVS. NAK having some issues, but I do see some promise here for a potential move. We do have that potential higher low coming in. We had this failed break here, which could be making a higher low, right? And then this could be the second higher low. This is what I would be looking for. And then obviously continuation back above VWAP. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it, but that would be my thesis on NAK if I was looking to trade it. I gotta say it does look kind of promising. Probably won't trade it though, but I'll definitely watch it. I'll put an alert here a little bit lower. Michael says you're the least active day trader on the live stream, but we still love you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Does that make me at least the most consistent? I gotta be the most of something. The most red. I think we only had 2 red days so far in January, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe 3. We'll have that statistic real soon. January recap coming up pretty soon here as well. Nice break higher there. When is a good time to jump in NAKD? I don't know, a few days ago probably. Any ticker that just went from 0.06 to 0.3 or $3 is a bit of a danger zone in my eyes. I mean, a 10x would have been 66 cents. 100x, so it's basically up 50% from the lows. I mean, 50 times, not percent, 50 times. I don't know. It's struggling. Look, it had a triple top here, rejected, failed breakout, and rejected again. I don't know. This could be starting to test the lows soon. I'd be very careful. This ticker just sold off 66% pre-market. I don't think I would be buying it here. I really don't think so. I think there's a really good chance that this thing's gonna crash right back down again. I don't know. It's not for me. Anything can happen. Who knows? That's the problem. It's too unpredictable right now. Michael says, don't remind me. Yeah, first bigger flush on GME since the open. American Airlines looks like it's going to find some support here soon at 18. If it breaks 18, I might buy American Airlines. Depends how fast it breaks and how slow it reverses. I'm going to keep an eye on American Airlines. I would be trading it with probably 200 share size. All right, SNDL guys opening up in 10 seconds here. What's the news on Qualtrics IPO? Trading halted. I'm not sure. I haven't checked it. Here we go. Oof, nasty open there on SNDL. Opened lower. Nice bounce though. Great retrace. 11%. Yep, Everett, that's the way to go. 11% bounce here on SNDL. Who bought that dip there on the break of $1? You would be risking around 6% before it had the reversal. But went up around 14% plus. So 1 to 2 risk reward there. Not too bad. There goes the inevitable pullback on NAKD. A real, this is actually a classic head and shoulders move. Do we have any other drawing tools on this one? No, I don't think so. So we got shoulder 1 We got shoulder 2, I mean head, we got shoulder 2, and then we got the sell-off right under the neckline. So pretty nasty place to be. Actually wasn't even looking at the head and shoulders on NAKD. To me, I was just like so certain that it was going to sell off because of the last large dip on this one that in three failed retests. To me, this one was screaming, do not trade me. So I wasn't touching it, but we'll see where this one opens up. It's going to be quite interesting to see where this one goes from here. I'll put an alert on. Also, what's kind of coming back is oh, didn't erase everything. SNDL had a great bounce. %. I don't know. Will NAKD be kind of done from here? It could be, but guys, to me, I really don't even try to bother predicting these tickers. You know, if it's not something I really want to be day trading, then I usually don't try to think about it too much because it just takes up too much of brain power unnecessarily. SPCE, I'm waiting for this one to move back above 50 and then see how well it does from there. I'm long this one at 49 on a different brokerage account. So let's see if we can get that move. I'll keep a close eye on this one. I think this one has great squeeze potential. We'll see what happens. Right now it's holding its highs well. Yesterday we had that great squeeze and we called out this move. The problem was I didn't get my fill right here where I wanted it. And then I was chasing it a few times and then I stopped. And eventually I got the fill here, but I didn't know because I wasn't online that I missed the bounce. So it's been a little bit of a tragic story, this trade for me, but we'll see what happens. Either way, it's a very small position size, $800. So it's a bit more of a, you know, just a giggle trade. Pretz. There's so much going on, man. We try to check everything out, but at one point you got to stay focused on what makes you the most money. And trading IPOs is not my bread and butter, so I usually don't follow IPOs on launch day so much. I'll check them out every now and then occasionally, but it's not really my main focus. But it is if it is for you, man. You know, I don't want to hold you up. Everyone has a different, you know, forte. Everyone has a different strategy, personality. You got to figure out what works for you. And you know, as much as I do like, you know, checking up on IPOs, it's not really something that I'm watching usually. I can't believe that SNDL is still flying this much. This was a great reversal. Anyone long this one? This one's slaying it. Beautiful move. We hold, they lose period. Wow. Juan, beautiful, man. Nice, Jesse. Happy to hear. What a bounce, too, huh? Quick little reversal. I just pulled something up for Qualtrics for a little refresher here. So it's a spinoff of SAP. So SAP originally owned it or acquired it in 2019, and they're spinning it off. Similar to what SpaceX is actually planning to do with Starlink. So, but you know, SpaceX created Starlink, so it's a little bit different. But they're looking to spin it off and then IPO that company at one point. So it's going to be like a T-Mobile or something like that. AT&T, for example. So preparing to raise $1.4 billion. Utah-based Qualtrics is offering 50 million shares at a price between $27 and $29. That's raising $1.4 billion, 19% higher than original proceeds. New kind of software called experience management. List on ticker as XM, underwriters Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. It's almost kind of funny not to see a SPAC. It's like, oh, traditional IPO. What is that? Our XM platform helps organizations both design and improve experiences that turn their customers into fanatics, employees into ambassadors, products into obsessions, and brands into religions. Okay, IPO filing said. That's quite the statement. Experience management is a business discipline of finding and fixing experience gaps. Very interesting. Check out their website quickly. A little bit of a feel here for what's going on. Maybe we need this for Trade Journal. See what it does. Oh, well, I don't think Trade Journal's ready for that. We got a few other things that we're working on first. 12,000 of the world's best brands have turned to Qualtrics. Well, that's pretty much the biggest testimonial you'll need right there, so it looks pretty good. I have not really looked into this company too much, so I really can't advise much on it. Again, buying IPOs is not really my thing, but something tells me we're going to be seeing a lot more of XM in the coming days and weeks, so we'll keep an eye on that one for sure. Great pointing that one out. Appreciate it. Nope, there shouldn't be a delay. SPCE back above 49. About time. Let's see if we can get this one back above 55. That's the real goal here. Nice little kablam kadang, 3%. Not too bad. Let's keep trugging along. Yeah, Aaron, that's happening to a lot of people right now. Yeah, AMC is surprisingly holding here. It's tried many times to dip below the 11, but every time big support came in, it ended up bouncing like crazy. So let's see where it goes from here. Uh, 48 hours, Edgar, if it's a cash account. Braveheart style. This is actually looking kind of interesting because it's a higher low here after a beautiful double bottom. So this is looking pretty like there's good potential for AMC to continue right back above 14 and then maybe get above VWAP at 16. So that's the big question. But I gotta say this actually looks kind of promising. Am I still my ADT swing trade? Yeah, I'm long ADT still very quickly. These are all my swing trades right here, including the trade price if you guys are curious. Really liking the momentum here on ADT, and I think we might see that nice move over 10.6, 10.7, ideally over 11. Not sure how much we'll go from there. This could be still a great multi-month hold. But it has been tying up my capital for quite some time. That's making me a little bit less of an ADT fan, but yeah, maybe we just need more capital. But for now, really, we want to be trading more momentum more than anything with our IRA account. So I'm not looking to hold Tesla in this portfolio because first we need to grow it a little bit more. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The spread on GameStop is just next level. 99% rally here off the lows again. Yeah, Edgar, 48 hours, there's a holding period on the cash. It's called settled, for your cash to settle. Or you go to a margin account, and then you can trade unlimited. The problem is there's no settling period. You can trade unlimited, there's no settling period. The problem is you need $25,000 in that account to have it unlimited. Otherwise, you're limited to 3-day trades per 5 business days. So you got to kind of pick your poison there a little bit. My advice would be, practice in a cash account. And then once you have over $25,000, move it to a margin account for sure. Nice, great run there on SPCE. I think we could get a little bit more fall through here on this ticker. I'm going to watch it. I didn't even change my time of force to day. That's how much I knew I wasn't going to be trading today. A little weird. Let's see what kind of support this thing comes up with. Yesterday we had a similar formation. This is a bigger ticker, so you do typically want to be a bit more cautious how you want to trade this one. Expect a little bit more chop, a little bit of failed breakouts, a little bit more time for proper resolution. Possible move under 50. Possible entry at 49.75. Long at 49.75. About 5,000. Go an extra 10%. If we dip here, 20% if we dip more. Let's see what we can squeeze out of this ticker. Half size today, guys. Every trade we've done today has been half size or less. To me, it's just not the market to push it. Me personally, based on my style, but everyone's different there. Wow, Ross is up 440K today. Biggest day of his career. $500,000 in one day. That's beautiful, man. Big congrats to him. But he deserves this, man. He's been doing this for a long time. He's got a lot of experience, so, he deserves it. That's a beautiful thing to hear. It's very motivational, something we can all aspire to. Possible continuation sell-off here on SPCE space. The problem with this ticker, it has huge resistance here at 51. This has been a hard spot now for quite some time. So it's like if we can get back above this area, we might have a nice run all the way, arguably to 55 before major resistance. 50 is obviously the big resistance, and then 52, all these kind of spots, probably spots to watch out, especially 52. So we'll see where this goes. Unfortunately, TD Ameritrade is not showing our entries. It's a little bit annoying when that happens, but something you can definitely expect on a day like today. Great momentum here on SPCE. little bit weak now on this kind of move. Could sell off here again. SNDL is having a big sell off right now at 96. Selling volume is getting lighter on SPCE, so that is a good sign. Could easily pull back again though. Just very quickly for you guys, SNDL, big sell off here. Space is definitely trying here. Looking for that last crack to the upside. I'm not sure if we're going to see it. It's a little bit slow. What's up, Joe? Trading a little bit of a slower mover. SPCE right now has some potential upside. Could easily pull back a little bit more, then we'd average down a little bit, and then we'll see. Alternative would be to take some profits and then buy back. So another option there on SPCE. So far, it's had many failed attempts here at 63, so that doesn't really breed confidence. And my guess, it would be going to pull off again. I'm not sure how extensive the pull-off is going to be. That 50-60 has been that big hurdle now. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts to break higher. So right now, we could be seeing a failed breakout, or we could be seeing a healthy pullback and then a continuation. Either way, slow mover, half size. Just kind of watching this one. I think we do have some good upside here. I'm not sure how much we can go today. I would say 60 is big resistance on this ticker, so I'd be very careful there. But I do think we could have that potential for a move over 52. Usually I wouldn't be holding that long, but with a slow mover like this, with half size, I wouldn't mind being a little bit more kind of slow in my trading. Usually, I'd be closing out, but we'll see how this one goes. Good continuation so far. This is where it's going to get real choppy. Let's see what happens. Having a hard time continuing higher here. So we'll put this one on our second screen so we can watch it. Check out Apple. I know it's been talked about several times, not even just in this chat room, but just amongst my friends. I know this is a topic oftentimes discussed. Yeah, they had earnings. It actually beat estimates. I think this is more of a chart pattern than anything else. I think people are just trading. I mean, it went up in anticipation already, guys. You have to remember that. We're up here since last earnings quite a bit, up 25%. So right now we're just pulling back a little bit, healthy pullback, and then we're going to most likely have continuation from here. I don't really see anything too bad going on with Apple. So just understand, give it some time. It's up. People were buying in anticipation of earnings, and right now it's having a healthy pullback. That's really what it is. So I wouldn't be too shocked about it. NAKD pulled back quite a bit. AMC as well. AMC broke a critical support zone. This is going to be quite dangerous for a lot of other tickers that we're looking at. Let's go back to GameStop. GameStop is actually holding its highs pretty well. I mean, that's a common question here on SNDL. I'm not sure what you want me to say there, but it's I don't know. It's just not a ticker I'll be trading. I really don't try to bother spending time trying to predict these tickers. If I see good setups, I'll get aggressive on it. But I don't know. It's not really a ticker for me. This market is so unpredictable. So if we had some really good continuation on SNDL, and we had moved past 1.5, I think it's very unlikely, but I also wouldn't be super surprised if it happened. Ultimately, though, right now it's having some big issues continuing, but we'll see how much support comes in here. We've seen 66% pullbacks and then quick runs back to the upside. So for me, this could be a great buy entry. You hold it till tomorrow. Who knows? It could be a great rally. For me, day trading this one, it's just not a good setup at the moment. There's nothing I would really be super interested in. Technically, this could be a good little dip trade with a retrace to the 9 EMA. That's pretty much as most as I would be trading this one. We have bigger support right here at 7.6, so that's definitely a key area you guys want to keep an eye on, 7.6. So we'll see how low it goes, 7.5, 7.6. Yeah, well, boys, that's really crazy. I don't see it being very long. 24 hours is already extremely long in my eyes. So hopefully they figure that out fairly quickly and it gets resolved. We just averaged down on space. Actually kind of unfortunate. We were just up 160 on space. I was thinking, okay, well, this is looking good. Let's see how much it consolidates. But now it's really, really selling off right now. Way more aggressively than I would expect this ticker to sell off. So I might actually have to close this one for a loss here. This might get halted if this continues, this kind of activity. Really, this is why I haven't really been trading so aggressively this market that we're in. Let's see what it does here. Very, very sporadic, these tickers lately. Just like totally can't control them. Big bounce. Our original trade on this one was at 76. We did average down a little bit, but unfortunately the average down was nowhere near as much as the average down could have been. So we are using, that was a strong bounce. That actually does warrant a little bit of patience, I would argue. That sell-off was very strong, extremely random. The thing is, in this market right now, at these prices, everything is unreasonably high. But the thing is, they're all short squeezes, or a lot of them are short squeezes, so they could easily just keep on ripping higher. That's why these tickers are just so wild right now. Right now, it's going to have a lot of resistance here at 50. I'm not sure if it's going to break back above 50. That's where a lot of people are going to be closing their positions. This is usually where I would be closing my position, but I've kind of let things run a little bit longer today in both directions. primarily because I'm using small size and also because the market we're in just is a little bit crazy. Thanks, Steven. And okay, Nokia. Wow, big run up and then total sell off there. I think that kind of wraps up what we're going to be seeing for probably the rest of the market in general on these high flyer tickers. So to me, I'm not really surprised on what happened to Nokia. It's just another one of those squeezes. I don't think it's going to recover from here. No way. So I think this might be the end of Nokia in terms of, you know, upside momentum. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be holding a bag. And then maybe in 1 to 2 months, it's going to have another spike to the upside. And a lot of those bag holders are going to try to close their positions. And it's going to, you know, there's going to be a candle that gets totally rejected right here around 5 or 550 or 6 or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's a bit of doom and gloom in sounding, but I wouldn't be surprised because this is a story that repeats itself over and over again. So that's just why, you know, you see a couple dozens or hundreds of these situations. At one point, you're just like, yeah, we've been down this road before. Might close my SPCE trade. We're probably going to close it for a loss here. Unless we get a nice move over 50, then I wouldn't mind holding it a little bit longer. But it is struggling unnecessarily hard here. So I am a little bit worried. All right, we just stopped out of space. Very unfortunate. Could have walked away with a profit on that one. But yeah, I was looking to ride it a little bit longer. I was looking for a move over 52. Everything was looking good. But then we had this flash pullback. And it's just, you know, that's just the market we're in. You know, sometimes you get lucky and we could have seen a rip over 52. And this time it didn't work out. So looks like I'm going to be walking away today with $653 profit. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. I could have walked away with $900 profit if I closed out on SPCE when we were up on it. But yeah, it is what it is. So, you know, I think, you know, being green on a day like today is all you can ask for. Sometimes you get lucky. Big congrats to everyone that made, you know, 10, 20, 30,000 these last few days. It's been absolutely crazy. Just, you know, keep in mind that today and this week, and even like Thursday and Friday are not normal days. If you guys have been here for a few months, I know a lot of you guys have been here since even 2019. It's just not surprising, or like you guys understand that this is just, you know, unusual conditions. But I think there's a lot of people that really think that this is a bit normal. And yeah, so it's always good to be extra cautious here. And I think we did all right today. I think pre-market was a lot of a good opportunity. That's really where it was kind of nicer to trade because these halts, once the market opens and the market starts halting, I feel like it's very difficult to trade. Things become very nasty. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me today. Do you guys have any questions? Otherwise, guys, don't forget to join the Discord group, join the Foundation videos, or check out the Foundation video series so you learn what we do here every single day if you're interested. Look, space might come up a little bit. We do have still our space swing, so we'll see. But that's like it's such a small position size, 800. We'll see what happens with that one. Maybe we'll even average down on that to make it a proper trade out of it. GBR was called out. Nice little move here on GBR, gaining some momentum. Very light volume though, makes me somewhat uncomfortable. New Concept Energy, sounds kind of familiar. Not a ticker for me, really. Actually, it kind of is. I mean, it's making nice moves. I'm not sure why it's up right now. to me, I think I'm going to wrap up trading here. I have no desire to keep trading right now. I was super stoked this morning. I loved what we were seeing, but now I'm just like, ugh, you know. I think tomorrow trading pre-market is going to be where I'm going to put most of my interest in, and then, you know, once the market opens, we'll see what we get. Fridays are always a little bit shaky, but we'll see. I don't know. GBR, good call out though. Making great energy. Had a great first leg, great consolidation. Now it's on that second leg. Bigger resistance here at 3.8, so I'd probably try to get aggressive on it before it reaches 3.8. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be trying to trade it, but good call out for that one. Very interesting. Again, we're going to be wrapping up the day here. $653 profit. Gave back a little bit unnecessary profit right at the end, but you know, that's life. Our swing trade portfolio up a little bit today, but man, this one took a big hit yesterday when the markets were red. These are all hot tickers, so they kind of, you know, fly quite extensively in each direction. Position sizes, except SSPK, are all between 1.5 and 3,000. SSPK is like around 5,000, so that's a little bit more aggressive size. All right, guys, that's everything for this video. I think we're going to wrap up here a little bit early. To me, I don't want to just, you know, keep watching the market. Who knows if I'm going to FOMO into something. Do check out Qualtrics. I do find it kind of interesting. It was a great call out. I think we're going to be seeing this company a lot more. And don't forget their ticker symbol. What was it? Like H something. XM. Ticker symbol XM. So keep an eye out for XM. I'm going to put it here because it was called out in the video comments. XM. Boom, 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 boom. No sorting for now, so I see the ones we just recently put in. Yeah, and don't forget to check out Reddit. Reddit is the place to get financial advice lately. All right, guys. Like always, stay safe. Make some awesome trades. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Yeah. Nice little mellow trading day with you guys again today. Well, not so much mellow. There goes SPCE falling off a cliff. This is why you cut your losses, guys. It's that simple. Boom. So nice we were able to avoid a bigger loser there. Mike's wondering what software is this. This is ThinkorSwim from TD Ameritrade. One of my favorite retail platforms. I gotta say, you know, Webull has a pretty nice desktop. Actually, their web is probably the nicest. Webull, I think, wins with the web. TD Ameritrade has the nicest software. That's probably my guess. All right, guys. I'll see you first thing tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Don't do anything silly, and just keep relaxed. Stay relaxed, especially in a market like this. It's, maybe buy some swing trades. All right, guys. Out of here. Oh, Space is really selling off. Are you guys watching that? My alert just went off for Space as well.